on NFL Network's Good Morning Football. Nate Burleson, former Brown and NFL player, had this to say about Odell Beckham and how he expects him to come back this year.
I don't like to share too many text messages on the show just because, you know, I keep conversations private. But I just remember a couple of months ago, I reached out to OBJ. I was just sitting back watching some football, and I was like, I wonder how he's doing. So we were tapping in with each other, and I said, yo, how you feeling? How's the body? And he said, on the way. And I said, is the body back? He said, all signs pointing up, all capital letters, and he finished with God is good. Sent me a little clip of him working out that he didn't share on social media, and I was like, oh, man. And I told him straight up, your body looks stronger. Yeah. You look faster. You look more explosive. I haven't even seen him like this up till this point. And they say after an ACL injury, which I've had, you come back stronger. So to answer your question in a very long-winded way, yes, I believe he is going to add an element to this squad. And it's not just about his route running. We know when he's at the top of his game, it's elite, period. But it's that X factor, the special trick plays that they add into the game plan.
And let's bring John Fanta back in. And John, when you look at that, there's a lot of things that you can do with the skill set of Odell Beckham Jr. when he's healthy.
You're talking about a two-time All-Pro, a former NFL Rookie of the Year. You're talking about someone who changes the way a game is played. OBJ is as explosive of a player in the National Football League when he is on the field and locked in. He secured a win for the Browns in Dallas last year, a very important win for that team's mentality going forward, a game that they were heading towards unraveling and losing in deflating fashion, and Odell Beckham Jr. put the game in his hands and made the key plays. Listening to all the things that Nate Burleson just said. Nate Burleson, someone who I have a lot of respect for. I think he's one of the stars in NFL coverage today. There is a clear takeaway to all those things, and that is that Odell Beckham Jr. is out to prove himself this upcoming season, as he should. You take the amount of negative talk that he's had to listen to the last 10 months. You hear about how you keep Baker Mayfield from being Baker Mayfield's best. You can't be around a winning situation. You're not a winning player. You only care about yourself. You know, it bears noting, we all, or at least we, Dave and I, watched the Browns-Bengals game on Thursday Night Football there when the Browns had to win that game. Week 2, after a deflating loss to the Ravens, the Browns did win that game. And did we not see, were my eyes mistaken? Did we not see OBJ, Jarvis Landry, and Baker Mayfield on the bench? They didn't know that the cameras were on them. There's a synergy. There's a chemistry. And Odell Beckham's playing with his best friend, Jarvis Landry. And to me, there has not been a time where at least I've said Odell Beckham is bad for the Cleveland Browns. I think it's a stale, lazy take. It is, as a result of him being a New York Giant and things not working out. And let's face it, the Giants had a whole lot of other issues happening at the time. It's a no-excuses league. You got to make things happen. But I think Odell Beckham Jr. is tired of hearing why he can't and is ready to be a part of the winning solution. He now is around winning. He's around a leader in Kevin Stefanski. He's still around his best friend, Jarvis Landry. And he's around a quarterback who is going through his third offensive scheme in a matter of 4 years. Let's pump the brakes before we take down Odell Beckham Jr. here. And for those who are, it's stale, it's lazy. Nate Burleson talking about what OBJ said to him speaks volumes.
Yeah, and I'll wrap it up with this. Guys that have the talent and the skill sets of Odell Beckham Jr. say they want the ball because they're convinced the ball in his hands gives his team the best opportunity to win. That's why he wants the ball. It's not because he's looking at numbers. He's convinced ball in my hand means we have the best chance to win. Period.